Hello everybody, welcome back, and I am TheChornick. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about the Alola League, the semi-finals, ladies and gentlemen. We just got through the rest of Kiawe and Gladion's battle, and then we got through the majority of Guzma versus Ash's battle. So we'll talk about those two battles as well as all like the rumors that are spreading around of what's going to happen in the finals and so on. So we'll talk about that stuff as well. So ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the other two battles and kind of evaluate and review some of them. Okay, so the first one was Kiawe and Gladion, right? And overall, I say I really liked that battle. It was pretty well done. The animation quality is not to the par that I would like the semifinals to be, because back in XYZ, Shoda and Ash's battle was like towards the end with Greninja versus Sceptile. Like that was just, oh, it's so clean, it was so nice. But I guess the animation for this one, you could see it here and there. You could see the animation being okay here and there, but it wasn't staying like that throughout the whole piece. But, you know, it is the semifinals. I feel like they would mostly focus that for Ash versus Guzma maybe towards the end of their fight, or maybe focus the high quality animation towards Gladion and Ash's fight in the finals, right? But anyways, so we had Kiawe had a little bit of a chance to win that battle. Now, the other thing I do not like about the battle, like the only thing, is that it didn't last a little longer. Just because Kiawe's Turtonator is his ace Pokemon and Gladion's ace Pokemon is Silvally, I think it would have been a little better and cooler to see them fight a little longer. Just a few more hits. I know that Turtonator already was weakened by Lycanroc, but I just think that it would have been a little bit better of a battle if we got to see more action between their two aces, right? And so, with that being said, that's the only kind of criticism I give that battle. But overall, I feel bad for Kiawe. He actually almost won. Like, he could have won if his Z-move got off and hit at its full capacity. But of course, you know, Gladion had to be kind of cheap and throw his little fire disc in there so that Silvally could take the attack. But there was one small chance Kiawe had at winning that battle. And it seems like to be a running trend where the characters are using a Z-move when the other opponent is trapped. It happened during the battle Ash vs. Hao, where Hao, like, once he trapped Rowlet, he then used a Z-move. Same thing happened here where Kiawe was like, oh shoot, I gotta use my Z-move because, you know, Silvally is trapped in the ground. And nonetheless, I liked how his Z-move went. I liked how it was displayed and presented. I like how the entire crowd was kind of just, like, blown away by how huge of an impact it was. Like, Turtonator scream everything about it. So overall, Gladion Kiawe's battle was pretty good. It's again hinting at, you know, one of them's gonna face Ash, because they even told each other that, you know what, like, I'm gonna face Ash. No, I'm gonna face Ash. So they keep completely like ditch Guzma on this, but it's pretty much confirmed. Yeah, Ash and Gladion are gonna fight in the finals. It's titled that, after all. It's freaking titled the Ultimate Rival Showdown. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be Ash and Gladion in the finals. They've been hinting at it since the freaking Battle Royale, where they said that they're gonna save their battle for the league. And since they haven't battled yet, it freaking makes sense. Like, case closed. Like, they're gonna fight in the finals. It's gonna be those two. What's gonna happen then? Who's gonna win? Might be up for debate, but a lot of people still think it's gonna be Ash because of what's gonna happen till Melt Time. But we'll talk about that later. So later on in the episode, we had Guzma versus Ash, and at first we all thought, due to the summaries, that Guzma would be destroying Ash right after the bat, but that's actually not the case. So Ash is actually destroying Guzma, like with Torracat. Torracat's just absolutely wrecking him, causes Gossipod to use emergency exit, which screws Guzma over, and right when Torracat's using a Fire Blast, it just freaking one-shots Scizor. And like, Guzma was like, I just love the way that they made Guzma look, like how like everything turned dark and he just realized that he actually lost, like Scizor, and like everything's kind of crumbling before him. And like, I just like the way that was portrayed and done. I think the episode was generally written pretty well. The only criticism I have is back into Kiawe and Gladion's battle. I wish it was a little longer. But besides that, I think the Guzma versus Ash battle was done pretty well. And, you know, Ash is getting revenge for Lana. He's destroying Guzma the way Guzma destroyed Lana. So, way to go, Torracat. Like, not only did he weaken Gossipod so much to use emergency exit, but he also one-shotted Scizor with a Fire Blast. And of course, Scizor takes maximum damage because he's extremely weak to fire type moves. So Fire Blast, which is an extremely powerful fire type move, of course is gonna like one-shot him. So way to go to Torracat. Torracat might either evolve in the next episode or probably evolve in the battle versus Kukui. I see the battle versus Kukui being more possible. We've had Ash's Litten evolve into Torracat in the past battle versus the Master Royale, right? So it would just make sense if it happens again and he evolves into Incineroar to take on Kukui's Incineroar in this battle. I mean, plot-wise, it just makes sense, which means that Ash is going to beat Gladion in the finals. Because plot-wise, story-wise, it just makes more sense for Ash to battle Kukui than Gladion battle Kukui. Of course, we could be wrong, but the writers could just be like, oh, Ash can't win a league, and then have, Gladion win. But with the recent interviews and stuff, how like the writers are like talking about the finals and talking about Ash's journey and talking about how even if he wins the finals, that this doesn't mean he's a Pokemon master. It's only like a part of the whole process. Like, since they said that recently, and they looks like they're actually starting to realize that they could actually have him win, and that they are gonna have him win in this league. Of course, some people think this is not an official, like, as good of a league as some other leagues, but nonetheless, if he actually finally freaking wins the league, fine. If this is the way it is, oh well, but at least he wins a league, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that, confirm that he's going to win the league, but I'm not going to say that right now. Of course, we were kind of manipulated to think that he was going to win the league last time because of the title of the last episode, called Kalos League Victory. But in this episode, it's called just Rival Showdown, the Ultimate Rival Showdown. So Ash defeating Gladion is still kind of possible, although they didn't really hint at anything who's going to actually win that battle. But there has been hints on who's going to evolve. And so Meltan, I think this is kind of weird that the writers had him act all strange and weird after the battle between Rowlet and Desudai, right? Between Ash and Hau. After Rowlet won, for some reason Meltan got like really expired and ran off and got on top of a roof and started spinning his head around. And a lot of people were wondering, why would the writers have him do that? Why would he act unbelievably strange? Why wouldn't he just act like, proud of Rowlet and be cheering like the rest of the Pokemon, right? Why would he go up to the top of a roof and start spinning its head? And so people believe that this means that he's going to evolve soon into Melmetal, and that he's going to take place in the final 3 versus 3 battle against Gladion. So it's going to be Lycanroc, because Lycanroc hasn't fought yet in the league. It's going to be Pikachu, because Pikachu is Ash's ace Pokemon. And then probably Melmetal, if Melmetal evolves. So Ash is probably like, I kind of want to use this Pokemon that's just evolved. Or maybe Meltan will evolve during that battle. Why would Ash even use Meltan during that battle? I don't know. But that's what I'm thinking. He evolves before that battle, so that it gives Ash some inclination to use him. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think about these battles so far? I mean, Guzma's gonna lose to Ash. It looks like he's gonna take out Torracat finally with Glossopod, but Pikachu's gonna come in and destroy Glossopod. Pikachu should have no issue whatsoever because Glossopod's already heavily weakened. So Pikachu only really needs to do a little bit more damage. Especially since Pikachu would be super effective with his Thunder. And I do think that Ash is going to battle Kukui, and that Ash is going to beat Gladion with Pikachu, Lycanroc, and Meltan, or Melmetal at this point. So what are you guys' thoughts? What are your predictions? Post it in the comment section below. That's what the popular rumors are going on about, is like that's how the way it's going to be. I could see Torracat finally evolving in his battle versus Kukui, aka the Master Royale, and that's the end of the league. To me, it just makes plot sense. It makes a lot of sense. It's just like from the Battle Royale, hinting at Ash and Gladion being in the finals, to Ash winning the finals and fighting Kukui, to having Torracat evolve. It just makes sense. Like, that's just a straightforward storyline that puts everything together for me. Ultimately, I do want Pikachu to be the one to win the battle, the final one, and take out Silvally, and because he is Ash's ace Pokemon, his first Pokemon. But a lot of rumors are going around that Melmetal is going to be the one to do it. Although, to me, I'd rather have Pikachu do it, because Pikachu and Ash have been together forever. It would just be right, in my opinion, for Pikachu to be the one that he finally wins the league with, right? Where he finishes it out and that they celebrate together over finally winning a trophy, finally winning a Pokemon League. So that's just my personal opinion for how I think the leagues should end, although Lycanroc hasn't fought yet, so he needs to get some shine, and then Melmetal would probably need to get some shine too, so you'd think, okay, and nonetheless, if you even think about it, Kukui made this league, and Ash is like his son almost, right? So it's because of Kukui that Ash finally wins a league, essentially, because look at all like the contestants for this league, they're all pretty easy in my opinion, like they've all had, this is like their first league, where Ash had so much experience, he got all these grand trials, everything, right? So Kukui basically set this up for Ash to win. So if Ash does not win this league, I'm sorry. There's no hope for this man. We can never expect him to win a league if he doesn't win this one. So he kind of has to win this one, even though it's not a traditional the way we've always seen it with 6v6s and gym battles and whatnot. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, what are your guys' thoughts and feelings? Post it in the comment section below. I love you all. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one, and peace off. Thank you very much.